Hello, everyone. Just let me know how the audio is, by the way. I did this like in 2 seconds, so hopefully it all works. Hello, Leo. How's it going? Sound good? Excellent. Can you hear the music as well? Oh, it just switched tracks. Hang on. There we go. We got the Shadows of New York vampire soundtrack in the background, so it should be good. Oh. There we go. How are you all? This is the 10K celebrations. It's gonna be very chill. You can ask me anything about TTRPGs. I'm gonna wait a little bit until everyone comes in. How you doing, Leo? You happy now that I'm finally doing a stream? Also, you have a good question to start with. When will I stream on my own channel again? This is my own channel. This is my channel. So now is the answer. I've been doing a lot. Did anyone see Leech last night? That was intense. Doing a hunter campaign over on Table Story is intense. We had Valen Vane on. That was incredible. And oh, he absolutely killed it. It was so much fun just to mess with the thing. And what about Twitch? Twitch, I don't like Twitch the company, to be perfectly honest. I don't like Twitch the company. So I don't know. Whenever I have an excuse to stream there, depends. You missed it, you'll watch it in the future. Welcome, Kazi. Welcome, CCR. How's it going? Thank you very much. Yeah, I've not done anything huge on this channel recently. I've been very busy with Pod by Night. I've been very busy with the Table Story show. There's some other stuff that will be coming on this channel. We're going to be doing a new oh, can I tell you? I can't tell you when it is, because I don't know. I can't tell you who's in it, but I can say that I'm going to be doing a Sabbat Vampire the Masquerade game that will come to this channel at some point in the near future. I think a few months, maybe next year. Depends on timing. But yeah. Thank you, Bambi. I appreciate it. Hey, Austin. It's good to see you. What is a world in media that I would like to see turned into a tabletop game? Oh, that's an excellent question. I love that. I mean, people have done most, like, worlds. Because you can just kind of make it up. But, like, an official book for a world... Oh, man. There's a few. So has anyone read China Miéville's novels? They're like super fucking weird. And there is a book series that I would love of his that I would love to see, because it's just like horrible grimdark stuff. And there's things like killer giant bugs, and there's people with bug heads. There's a lot of bugs in it. Animorphs, an official Animorphs book. Yeah, I'd go for that. Oh god, they did an official Avatar: The Last Airbender one, and I can't wait to play that. Write down the author. It's China Mieville. Yeah, it's like the new weird style of fiction, and it's kind of grim and fucking horrible most of the times, but yeah, it's that kind of fiction if you're into it. My content is very pleasant and informative. You like the other stuff? Well, I appreciate that. I aim to please. I am here because I absolutely love sharing information. I love entertaining people. So anytime people are like, yeah, this was awesome, I'm down. I'm gonna have to tie up my hair. You love Avatar? Man, I really want to play the Avatar game. So sometime, man, once I finish the 50 other games that I'm running, I'll start 50 more. You run a V5 Ancilla campaign with a bunch of elements of V20 and other World of Dark stuff. You help get them started. Amazing. Yeah. I enjoy that people have been, mixing and matching all of the lore that they find interesting, and that is what I encourage. Just taking what you like and leaving what you don't. Lilia, welcome in. Really excited for the RPG. Is it not out? I know they did a demo book, like a little preview book that you can download, but I don't know if the full thing. What kind of character I'd make for an Avatar world? I would make the Avatar. Obviously, I want to be able to shoot fire out my ass, air out of my hands, and earth from underneath my fingernails. No. Honestly, I'd make a firebender. I would make a I had an idea for a campaign that I was going to run at one point that was set on the, I can't remember what they're called, but the islands where the Kyoshi warriors were. So I would love to play a Kyoshi warrior or a firebender just after Aang has arrived at that kind of archipelago of islands. I don't know enough about the universe. Kyoshi is like one of the old avatars, right? And then the Kyoshi warriors are after her. Like that's the sect of warriors she establishes or something. But I would love to play in the Aang era of Avatar. That would be amazing. Use the Avatar. I don't have time, Leo. I literally don't have the spare time to start a new show on my own channel. I'm in the process of starting one. I'm not even running it. And they're called the Kyoshi Islands. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Set something in the Kyoshi Islands, have like waterbenders running around between the islands. I really like that idea. And that giant kind of serpent thing, the giant koi fish, that's just really fun. Those are really fun. Make time. Yeah. As much as I love to play games with magic in them, that stuff ain't gonna exist in real life. She was exiled for being too strong. You know what would be an awesome TTRPG? Bionicle. Speaking of islands, Bionicle would be an awesome roleplay game. Sign me up to be like one of the Toa. Well, they did novels, really? Nice. Ooh, or Adventure Time. Oh god, that's a universe I would love to play in. It's whimsical, it's kind of fucked up. Welcome in, R. If I had to pick a VTM clan to be embraced into, I can't talk, into, which would I pick? It's really hard. That's a very difficult question for me to answer. Because I love the Nosferatu. They're just so cool lore-wise and like vibe-wise. Just live underground, hack computers, and be invisible. Sometimes I want that in real life. You know what I mean? But honestly, if I was going to be a vampire, no question about it, I would have to like grab as much power as I could, be invincible and super old and like high, like low generation as possible, which would mean that Tremere would be my clan of choice, which I think probably says something about me, which is not good. But I would go Tremere, but I would settle for Tzimisce, or perhaps Ventrue, or Nosferatu. Adventure Time would be so much fun because you can just make up anything and it would work in that. And you can have like really chill conversations with weird characters that you meet out of nowhere. Like it would make sense for Adventure Time as a first GM, because like you don't have to do anything that makes sense like scene to scene, moment to moment. You can just turn up and be like, so there's a huge troll dude here, seems pretty chill. He lives on this hill and he's all alone, and he has like the gem you want. And you, the adventurers, like the morphing dog and the boy with a sword for an arm, you just rock up and you say, "What's up? Do you need a hand? Hey, let's be friends." You just go from there. That's like 50% of my GMing style. Your method acting Nosferatu in real life. Oh, I feel that. Based Tremere. I don't know about that, but for sure. You got the Avatar books from the Kickstarter. Have you seen when they did a Kickstarter for Old Gods of Appalachia? I didn't. I don't actually know anything about Old Gods, but feel free to describe it to me, because I feel that's the Americana thing, is it? Appalachia? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You're a huge fan of Percy Jackson. What's Percy Jackson? Is that the boy detective one? That might be a bit too American for my English sensibilities. We need more Chad Burton. Chad Burton was a massive asshole. And, I mean, didn't he get, like, burnt to a crisp at the end of the last thing he was in? Yeah, no, he's not coming back. Just starting a V5. Welcome in, Ewan, by the way. What's your number one tip for new storytellers? What would be your number one tip for a group of newbies? Like, it's not very useful as a tip. Have fun. Find what is fun in Vampire for you. Everyone is very opinionated in the community about like what's cool, what their favorite lore is. Just read a book that you have access to. Find the cool bit in it and you're like, cool, let's do that. There are a lot of rules in V5, so I suppose don't Don't feel like you're you have to follow them perfectly. Man, like a number one tip for newbies, set expectations as a new storyteller. Like, be perfectly honest with your group. You're like, I don't know how everything works, neither do you. We're gonna get through this, and just give you space to play. Like, don't feel like you've got to emulate any GM that you've seen on the internet, because they will do things in their own way. So just set the expectations. Like, this is the kind of game we're doing. Like a one sentence pitch for your campaign as well. Like, there are a bunch of Thin Bloods over there and they're causing problems and you've got to go sort them out. Yeah, absolutely. Is what I would say. Set expectations as a new GM. What World of Darkness games do you play / have experience with outside of VTM? I've played some Hunter. I'm doing a Hunter campaign on Table Story right now, and that's every Sunday. But there's also I've played some Werewolf with Sheepy over on The Wandering Inn. I've played the old Hunter game as well as the new Hunter game, and I've played some Mage. So it's the mainline stuff, really. I would love to read. I've not found the time to like delve into it, but like Wraith and Mummy are ones that I'm super interested in. Changeling, I think I might have trouble getting into, honestly, but I would absolutely play it if my friends were like, yo. All Gods of Appalachia sounds good. Mysteries happening, voices whispering from the forests. Oh, yeah, so like creepy cryptid Americana stuff. They got 2 million in Kickstarter? Man, I need to get on that Kickstarter game. I need to write a thing. It is one of those problems. I've been like GMing and making games for so long now. It just feels like I have several TTRPGs in me that will never exist because I just can't find time. Maybe one day. How do I feel about the classic fantasy setting? Would I play or run them? I strongly dislike classic fantasy. It has absolutely zero appeal to me, and I find it super boring. I've played in some... don't get me wrong, I've played in some classic Dungeons and Dragons campaigns that are like, you're a hero, there are monsters, go fight, explore, etc. in like the staple, was it not Fey Realms, Fey Run, the standard D&D setting style, and yeah, I don't think it interests me. I think I could do fantasy if I really spent a long time investigating what I do and don't enjoy about it. Like, for instance, I love Lord of the Rings. I love some of the weirder fantasy stuff. But I can't get into fantasy. It bounces off me like 9 times out of 10. But that's just me. That's just me. Nord Hamster, welcome in. How's it going? Menestratos, how you doing? Percy Jackson is a young adult novel about demigods. Ooh! I want to play some TTRPGs that have demigod themes in them. There's like Exalted and City of Mist, which are some that are apparently really good. Yeah. Joana Torres, hello from Spain. Hello from England. Welcome in. What do we got? Top 3 favorite VTM NPCs? Smiling Jack. 100% Smiling Jack. Fucking love that dude. Cheeky as fuck, incredible voice acting, excellent plot line, and just a massive asshole. But also friendly enough to meet the player and not instantly you want to rip his head off and he doesn't want to rip your head off. So it's like a wonderfully written character. I also like, this isn't a World of Darkness NPC meta, but I do love Mathis's interpretation in Pod by Night of the Thin Blood Primogen. He was cool. He was a freaky, like, paranoid weirdo that grew out of the game set in New York by Night. No, not New York by Night. Coteries of New York, which wasn't a very good game. But Shadows of... I think someone was asking about favorite VTM game that's not Bloodlines. Shadows of New York, 100%. Shadows of New York fucking rocks. Which is surprising given Coteries of New York, the game that came before it. I recommend it if you're into visual novels. Groovy. I've been playing VTM since '93. Oh, I was a wee bairn at that point. I couldn't speak full sentences. What's my favorite bit of weirdness in VTM? Ooh. Good question. Favorite bit of weirdness? I do play a lot with my favorite themes in VTM most of the time, like the Salubri, and like the variation in how people play some of the basic like vampire existence rules. They like write whether vampires' hearts beat, whether vampires bleed when you cut them, whether they, you know, exactly where the line is of how far they can go into daytime or sunlight or whatever, and how people, you know, play with those kind of things, but that's not super weird. So I would say my favorite bit of weirdness is the Flesh Cathedral. I don't know how I'd use it in a game. I would send my players in there if it was the end of their character. I don't know. Yeah. Would the Hunter game be a good stand-in for the possibility of trying a supernatural TRPG? I don't know the show, so I can't say for sure, but my players do love Supernatural. And you can probably, because you can have powers in that, like powers and stuff, as well as like technological solutions or arcane solutions to problems, or just certain artifacts and skills. So I think it probably fits with that, and you can do Monster of the Week stuff as well as like big arcing multi-session fights and stuff. So I would guess so. I can't say for sure. You're thinking about moving to England? Fuck yeah! Sit down with you at a table any day, Austin. Mage and Changeling, your favorite? Sorry everyone, I'm trying to catch up. You haven't had a chance to play Wraith or Mummy. Changeling can be horribly depressing. Yeah, I think that's probably why I'd have a problem with it. I don't want to play my inner child. There's years of therapy there. Although I guess most people play TTRPGs because they they want to do, either they want to date their friends or they want to, you know, pretend to smooch your friends or group therapy. No, joking. Hard to find in some groups? Yes. Getting a group together is the hardest part of playing role-playing games. You love fantasy, not in terms of tabletop, you don't know anything, but you love it as a setting. Man, I don't know how to get into it. Okay, I'm gonna read from the bottom to the top. Hello from Brazil. Welcome in, Furnace. Wait, have I? Yes, that is an RN and not an M. You learned a lot from me. Well, I'm super happy to help. Yeah, that's kind of the point. So yeah, I'm just glad. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some more videos soon to help people out. I was thinking about doing a okay, so I'm gonna say these things and then they might not ever materialize. I'll just be perfectly honest with everyone. These things might not happen, but I would love to do a how to make a hunter character video and a why the D&D character sheets suck ass video in, you know, as a follow-up to why why the VTM character sheets are kind of okay sometimes video. And then maybe also some reviews of smaller TTRPGs. I don't know. I also want to do lots of vampire stuff, but there's just a whole mess of opportunity and or stuff to sort out for that. The superhero one, Austin, was called Masks, which I'm currently in a campaign of. It's really good. Hello from Dubai. Welcome in, Andreas. Hello from England. You're going to be in Manchester in a week or so? Oh, well, if you've watched 3 seasons of Leech, then you should be terrified of going to Manchester. Yeah. Get some hunter vibes while you're out there and have a wonderful time. Manchester is great if you go to the right places. There's some really, really wonderful cultural stuff to soak in. I know you love Bebop. I've got 3 different games upstairs that I can use to play a Bebop game. Yes, I would 100% do space opera of like sci-fi of any kind. I'm really easy to get into. Unlike fantasy, I would run any flavor of sci-fi instantly. Aside from maybe Warhammer 40k, probably wouldn't do that. Not because I don't like it, just because I don't think I could do it well. On a scale of yes to woo, how excited am I for Werewolf 5th edition? Given the release stuff, the post they made about what they're planning for Werewolf 5e, I am fascinated by it. Like, none of the other Werewolf stuff has interested me. But the new Werewolf stuff with the lineage of your kind of legend stuff, because I played some Werewolf, but that never came into it and didn't seem to work very well with the old system, as well as like a change in the climate crisis stuff. This is going to be fucking fascinating. I can't wait. Would it be okay to send me the link? Yeah, please. More, please. John Little, hello. Your current V5 Chronicle is literally your players playing themselves in your city. I love that idea. Has it gone what we do in the shadows, or has it gone like, oh god, suddenly our city is terrifying? How far you can take the concept of a murky mirror? Yes. I think as long as you're conscious of people's boundaries as to where like the fantasy stops being fun, you can take it in some really weird places. Yeah, that's so cool. That's one of my favorite things about Vampire, is that they encourage you to pick a real place and go, I like the look of that building, I wonder what's inside. And then you invent a vampire that lives there, and the horrible rituals and murky deals that happen behind those doors. And then you maybe look up the wiki page for it, and you line out it used to be a bank, and so you give it to a Ventry. That kind of shit, love it. Thank you, Flutes. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for watching my silly little vampire and role-playing videos and getting me to 10k subs. I have had so much fun making these videos, and yeah, I'm going to be doing plenty more, so yeah. There's an amazing board game store. That's good to know. There's a lot of board game cafes and board game stores around England now, and a lot of them have really started catering to all sorts of people and not just mega nerds. And now the mega nerds have like some really wonderful places to go, as well as normal people. Yeah. Have I tried the Star Trek TTRPG? I have. The 2D20 one by Modifius is the one that I tried. Like Star Trek Adventures or something. I didn't like it. Sorry. I'm gonna disagree with you there. I don't think it's really well made. I didn't enjoy the system. Like, the show I was on was fun, and it was Peachy GMing me, so he did amazingly. But no, I don't like the system. But that's just me. What is my favorite branch of World of Darkness? Vampire's up there for sure. Favorite game to play, absolutely, so far is like 50-50 the new Hunter game and the new Vampire game. I have had so much fun with the new Hunter system. I really have. So, like, now I've had a bit more experience with it. It's kind of clunky in places I didn't expect when I first played it. But when the players get used to it, I think that'll disappear. So, yeah, I'm happy to play in Hunter, happy to play in Vampire. I think, yeah, Vampire's my favorite. Lore-wise, though, I think the Wraith stuff is the most interesting to me, because I've not explored all of it, but it just seems so weird, and like it's adjacent to some demon stuff, it's adjacent to some La Sombra stuff, and yeah, ghosts and like other realms and stuff like that. The Wraith stuff is super interesting to me. Is want space sci-fi. Coriolis. Oh yeah, I've heard very good things about Coriolis. That's the Free League game? I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But so many of my friends have said that Coriolis is amazing. So yeah, I do want to try that. It's just too many games, not enough time. You're super proud of me. Oh, thanks, Austin. If people don't know, Austin is a big brain YouTube mastermind. So, yeah, thank you. But also, I made this channel because I wanted to do something that I knew I was capable of in terms of the videos I'd made before. I'd made lots of video game stuff over on Gaming FTL. And I wanted to bring that to TTRPGs because I didn't see a lot of it. Like reviews, styles of learning to play. I didn't see a lot of it. It's like a lot of these tip videos for how to be an amazing GM and, you know, what kind of player are you kind of stuff. And that's really fun, but I don't gel with it. So I wanted to make the kind of video that I really wanted to see, and the kind of advice and video that I would find useful, from and just, you know, make stuff from my experience, and obviously also talk about and play vampire things. It's like two interlinked but separate directions for the channel. So excited for Wraith V5. Have you played the Alexa game for Wraith? Oh fuck, what are they called? Hang on, I'm just gonna look it up in the Hunter manual. The one about exploring wraiths, the something institute. It's one of the big bads, or the organizations in Hunter. Orpheus, it's called Orpheus. Played that. Slime Rancher TTRPG when? Fucking 100% Austin. Oh my god, I would play a slime and you would level up by stacking slimes or becoming a large slime and just running away from terrifying tar things, and then someone would come along and suck you up and put you in a farm. I don't know, maybe you would play a rancher and not a slime, but you would have slime powers. Yes. I don't know who's played Slime Rancher here, but oh my god, I need to spend more time playing Slime Rancher 2 as well. Oh, genius idea. I'm gonna pitch that to them. God, that would be the single most wholesome TTRPG. I don't know if anyone's played Root, but more wholesome than that somehow. Just finding the friendliest NPCs. Oh my god, that would work so well. You just find a weird new piece of technology to find slimes. Ah, yes! Friend introduced you to it. Oh, unable to on Discord. Can I quickly give you link permission? Is that a thing on YouTube? Alright, I know everyone wants to send links and stuff. You should be able to do that in the Discord server? Well, I'll send out a Discord invite thingy. New link. Copy. There we go. Okay, I'll paste a link to my Discord. It's not like a booming Discord. People just kind of hang out there and say stupid stuff. And then Leo shouts at me for not streaming. Playing a rancher and building your farm. The most wholesome. Have we just found a gold mine here, chat? Hop in there. If you're in there already. Oh, whoops, sorry. I'll just search your username. Are you called Morb on there? Wait, are you Morbius? Missions. Everyone. View channel. Send message. Send message in threads. Embed links. Embed reactions. This is not the best way to do it, but now everyone should be able to send links in my FTL supporters channel. Yes. Gotta get this copyrighted. Oh, I should read through all the many messages, by the way. Thank you, Dream in Digital. I really appreciate it. You really like my voice? Thank you. I have practiced. This is my radio voice. It's slightly different from my normal voice. Fuck yeah. Thank you for the Kickstarter link, Mob. Appreciate it. That's Old Gods of Appalachia. Nice. Amazing work with Leech. It's a great selection of players. Pumpkinberry. Yeah, the two years ago now, Brad joked on stream that I should GM Vampire for them. And then PB sent me a message like, but what if it's not a joke though? And then she got... It's basically because they're all friends, it makes it so easy for them to RP together. And they just... well, I mean, this episode, they tore the shit out of each other. But, you know, that was fun. Yeah. And then also I'm super proud of the Scot-Free bunch just being goofy anarchs and trying to fight vampire hunters. Oh. Gonna get me upgraded. But getting new equipment is a pain in the ass, Austin. Yeah, okay. So just in case anyone's like, what's happening with Pod by Night? So Pod by Night, because one of the players' internet got cut off, like, for an entire day on the day we were supposed to record the last 2 episodes of Scot Free. So, and we were like, this is the only day we can do it. Everyone's schedules are packed. Now we're scrambling to find a time when everyone is free so that we can finish off that story. But also, if you are like, I just care about Stitch of Fate. The next season following on from Stitch of Fate, with the same characters, is called Cracked Crown. If you haven't caught the announcement. And it is obviously GM'd by Mathis. It's the same characters, but they have moved and they are now in a different position. And the story is going to be a bit bigger. It's going to be a bit more political, according to Mathis. So patreon.com/podbynight if you want to support me doing vampire roleplay. Leech is very epic. Yes, I went for a very particular mood of VTM that I've really wanted to play, which is a darker departation. It's further from where most people play VTM, and I can only do it because I know there is trust between all the characters. Otherwise, I wouldn't dare, unless I had another group that I could, you know, had the buy-in in the same way, because it does get really fucking dark. Like there's some times where I've got off that show and I'm like, I need to go to bed. And like mulling over some really, really dark themes. So yeah. Might run a hunter vampire game on Dubai. Ooh. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, like I say, Leech is darker than most, and we can only do that because all of the players have bought into it. Departure. Thank you, Leo. Yeah. The word is departure. And you gotta make sure all of the players are willing to do that kind of game. Scary music. Yeah, this is the soundtrack for the video game I was talking about, Shadows of New York, which I highly recommend. If you want to play a vampire visual novel. Actually, the vampire visual novel that I'm waiting for isn't out yet, and it's been on it was kickstarted years ago at this point, and like I think they're in the polishing stage of it. What was it called? I keep getting Kickstarter updates for it, and I can't remember what it's called. Nighthawks. I really want to play Nighthawks when it comes out. When did I go from goofy to spooky? I am a fucking yo-yo. With goofy at the top, spooky at the bottom. Sounds more like your thing, the darker the better? Yeah, we hit on some dark themes, but only, like I say, because the players are into it. Like half of it's their idea, and then we make sure that everyone's okay. What are the consent rules we use for Pod by Night? We use most of the common tools, such as we have for each season and each group an evolving set of lines and veils that we all agree upon and discuss. We also have because we're professionals and because we are broadcasting what we do, we also have a kind of code of conduct that everyone has to sign on to. Like literally they have to sign a thing saying we agree to this style of code of conduct to be on the show, because that is the level of behavior that we expect from everyone who goes on the show. And that's public. You can find that in the Discord in the announcements channel. And that's something we have done from all finding negative experiences doing role-playing shows. So like obviously there is an innate trust that we have built between each other, but writing it down and making sure everyone's on the same page is very easy. Everyone has access to like practically this normally works through DMs. If anyone's like, I am not comfortable with this, you can X card a thing and we'll just move on. And then we very often for things like sexy scenes or extremely violent scenes, we will fade to black. So those are the tools we use most often. There are other things that haven't really vibed with us, like the traffic light system. That's more common for LARPs, but people do use it in TTRPGs, so everyone stays safe. Hello from the Caribbean? Terrell, hell yeah. We got an international audience. We got Dubai, we got Caribbean, we got all over the shop. This is amazing. Thank you everyone for turning up. I really appreciate all of your support. So yeah, that's what we do for safety and consent on Pod by Night. You're getting back into VTM for Halloween? Super helpful understanding some things for storytellers. Hell yeah. One of the videos that I liked but I would now do differently is actually the how to prepare for your first game. I think it's a good video, and I won't take it down, but I think there's a slightly different style that I can provide, because that was like a how to make a very simple political game. I can also like give other better advice now. Thank you for finally streaming. I love that the only thing Leo wants me to do is stream like 24/7. Very flattering. Yeah. Beach is definitely darker compared to other games online. Yeah. I think it works in part because table story, what the fuck? I didn't know I had that turned on. Oh my god, thank you Dreamin' Digital for $10 and also Austin for that. Thank you for hanging out, Austin. Yeah, if you come to England or if you just want to play TTRPGs in general, just give me a fucking bell and I'll find you something. Put you out a job. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I didn't expect those dollars. Holy crap. Oh, one thing I should do is set up the emotes. Have I done that for this channel? There's like YouTube memberships. Hell yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just quickly about Table Story, because Table Story specifically is so heavily focused on high production value and acting role play out for the narrative. This is very heavy narrative focus. Is kind of what the fuck, Andreas? Thank you. Critical hit. You rolled a 20. What? Should we roll a dice? I'm gonna roll 2d. Gonna roll 2d10. We're gonna get 2 zeros and get a crit. Oh, you got a 1 and a 2. Sorry. It's what $25 gets you. Austin, go get work done. Thank you very much, everyone. I very much appreciate it. Best wishes from the Baltics. Sabat free since 20XX. That's what you think. What is traffic light system? Very quickly and simply, there is a there's a free PDF you can download from like Drive-Thru RPG. Use the link in my description or don't. And you can download it for free, and it describes it in more detail there. But basically, traffic lights is a check-in system where one person checks with another, GM checks with group, player checks with player, whatever, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And there are 3 answers. It is no, I am not okay. I'm not great with this. So that's when you either stop, pause, adjust something, change something up, make it work better for you. And then there's the fuck yes. The let's keep going. This is awesome. And it's just a really quick and easy way to do it. Works very well in LARPs. Very, very common LARP tool. Less common in tabletop because it's a bit clanky over thingy. But yeah, that works out. Yes, so we need to hang out in general this time. Young La Sombra here. What's up, Hakata Primogen? Just say hi from Brazil. Brazil. Welcome in, my wonderful international audience. I know that there are a ton of World of Darkness geeks in Brazil. So yeah. One thing I really want to do is a World of Darkness LARP. Like a vampire LARP or something. I know there was the Night in Question recently in America, I think. But I'm gonna have to find one in the UK. I know there's one in Norwich, but I'm not near Norwich. So we'll see. Also, it's the end of LARP season at the moment, so I'm not gonna find anything soon. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I think that's everything. I'm gonna hop off in a little bit, but I just want to say thank you for enjoying my videos. Like, that's a weird thing to say, sort of, but literally we're at 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 people actually want to watch this, which is awesome. If like ever are like, I have a question about vampire or role-playing just like this, you can send it to me, and you never know, I might make a video out of it. That's happened a couple of times before. Just anything to help people have more fun finding new role-playing games, being cool vampires, and, you know, enjoying roleplay in general. So yeah, fuck yeah. Camarilla, Sabat, Anarcho, or Tarkus, fuck, marry, kill. Fuck Sabat, because you know they're freaks. Kill the Artarchus, because they're going to be a pain in the ass no matter what you do. And marry the Anarchs, because, you know, they're a little bit alt and out there, but, you know, they're pretty loyal. Like the most roundabout. You're going to check that. You go into something called consent forms. Yes, yeah, consent forms is another great one. I've used that for Blood on the Grand Strand that Huddy runs. Yeah, you just send out like a generalized list of these are common themes that we will be covering. Do you want to opt into this or not? It's kind of a form version of Lines and Veils. So yeah, that's awesome. And once again, thank you. I'm gonna go, but maybe I will be back at some point. I do want to play more Blood Hunt. Like I say, I've got a bunch of vampire videos and role-playing videos coming soon. And there's lots more coming from the channel. So we're at 10,000. We can get to 100,000 easy. We just need to find Ginny D and like collab. Just paint myself blue and we can do cosplay together. I don't know. Them's the plan. Ride on someone else's coattails. Fade to black for anything sexual. Yeah, that works great. Whatever works for you and makes everyone at your table comfortable. It's not always easy. It makes things go more fun. Yeah. Have an amazing day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for the donations. I am flabbergasted that was even the thing. So here's to another 10,000.